This is going to become a coaster. Let's do it. I'm going to talk through throwing a coaster. Throwing a coaster is not a bad thing to start out with because it teaches and practices several important basic skills. The first skill, centering. This is not centered right now. So I need to cone up and center down. This is good practice, and using a small amount of clay is sometimes more challenging than using large amounts of clay. You want to try and practice getting that nice and centered. I use about 6 ounces of clay for these pieces, so it's a really small amount and it's great practice for centering. Next skill that it will help with is being consistent as you throw. Throwing consistently is going to be challenging. So if you can see right there, along there, there is a laser line. You can see it touching maybe the edge over here. I have a laser that I set up over on that edge on my desk. And so when I get to that point, I'll know because that laser, the red laser, will hit the actual clay and give me a mark of where to stop. You can also use a ruler, which I always have a ruler close by so I can measure my work. Trying to throw consistently is definitely a great skill. So now that we've talked about some of the things that this can help develop, let's actually throw it. All right, get going. With this, I'm going to just keep pressing down from the middle until we get out to that laser line, which is there. I use a wooden rib tool at this point. This wooden rib tool, and I'll have a link in the video description, to press down the bottom and make sure that it's nice and flat. When you're throwing a coaster, you've got to remember that people are going to be putting cups and glasses and mugs on this. So you don't want it to be wobbly in this area here. You want this to be nice and smooth. So I will take a flat tool like this, press it down to being smooth, make sure it's consistently smooth throughout, and sometimes that requires holding like this as I'm waiting for it, and sometimes we call that compressing the clay as well in this area, and that helps to reduce cracks as it's drying if you really press down on that clay. Now, this edge is a little bit ugly right now, so I'm going to clean that up. And that's another good skill to have, to be able to do some trimming and prep. I'm going to cut a little foot into this to help catch the glaze, and now I've got myself, that's still kind of ugly, I don't like that. There, that's better. Now I've got myself a coaster that goes right up to that line. That'll be nice in my set of coasters. Hope that video on how to throw a coaster was helpful for you. Definitely keep practicing and have a wonderful day.